Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about XOM, ExxonMobil, and also ticker symbol CVX or Chevron. And both of these companies are in this oil industry, guys, or this mining industry, and there's a lot to talk about with these two names, but I'm going to be focusing more on the chart patterns here for these two companies. There is a massive opportunity to trade these to the upside here coming into next week. So I do want to talk about what levels we need to know and be clear on if we are going to catch a breakout on this stock. And I do also want to show you my options position with this company, which I was able to play over the last few days. And as a result of my last video where I talked about how ExxonMobil was an absolutely great buy near to this $54 a share range. So in that last video, I explained how we were in this consolidation pattern and it really looked like we could be breaking out soon. And since then, I bought some calls at around this $56 a share range once I got the confirmation that we were staying above this long-term trend. And now you can see that my calls are up around 30 to 40%. So that's pretty successful. And in the after hours, ExxonMobil is heading up higher. So I want to talk about what's my criteria to see whether or not this is a breakout confirmation heading back up to the highs of $62 and even higher, or whether or not we might be seeing a pause or still take a little bit more time before we actually see a breakout on XOM and also on CVX Chevron, which is setting up a similar pattern. Now, before we get into the specifics of the TA or technical analysis, I do want to talk about what you guys can do to follow my analysis easier, or basically copy what I'm doing here so you guys can use this on other plays and other stocks. Make sure you check out the links in the description below so you can have the link to this software, TradingView.com, which is where I do all my chart patterns, analysis, etc. So for absolutely free, you can check that out through the link in the description down below. And that's going to be a great resource for you guys to stay up to date with what I'm doing, as well as what chart patterns you can be checking out on your favorite stock names. But looking here at XOM, you can see that very clearly we were making a bottom here at 54.80, 54.90, and that's why I called this out as a great time to potentially pick up some shares with this company. But ultimately, I'm looking for a breakout opportunity, and that's what we got just a few days ago when the stock rose from around 55 to 57, and we did get a new higher high out of this range, which is obviously a very successful sign that XOM is heading up to the upside. And as well, guys, we did get some continuation of the high volume, which is a great sign even though we just had earnings. So the earnings came out pretty positive or just neutral, guys, lukewarm, and that didn't move the stock neither upwards or downwards. But since we were getting a large continuation of the move that was happening previously, which you can see here was an uptrend, XOM has been continuing to push up, and I really do think that this stock can reach to 62, which is the previous high here of the last month or the last few months. And I really do think they can reach this level. If we can get a breakout over $60 tomorrow, then that would ultimately be a great sign that this stock is breaking out and ready to move massively to the upside. So as you guys can see here, we do have these ascending highs or these lows that keep coming higher and higher. So our first low was around $30. Our second low was around $45. We started mentioning this stock around $50 a share. And right now it looks like we could be breaking out of this massive wedge setting up, or this really nice pattern looking like out of this $60 a share range. So that's ultimately why I'm watching this price level, why I got into those options earlier this week. And that's really how it can pay off to hop into some of these names earlier, guys, instead of waiting until the breakout moment. Because right now, if you hop in tomorrow at $59 a share, there is a possibility that there could be a pullback before a large move to the upside. And that's what sometimes causes investors to leave a play very early, when later on in that same day, the play goes on to break out of the level. So as always, guys, please be very careful if you are hopping in on this play late, but there is going to be a lot more price action to trade. And I really do think that with tech selling off, people are going to need a place to put their money, and XOM, ExxonMobil, and CVX are both setting up to be a massive trade this coming week and into next month. Seeing as May is more of a down month on the stock market, it's great that the volume is still up. So right now I'm going to go ahead and touch base on CVX, show you guys what I'm watching with that company as well, what level I'm watching for the breakout, and I also do want to touch base on what you can do to stay up to date with more of my videos. Now, looking at Chevron, they are following a very similar course of action here as far as their price action. And as you can see here, I don't have the chart very set up for this company. One of the main reasons for that is that I do prefer to trade XOM. They are a smaller market cap, so I do like that a lot more. They are a smaller price per share, so the options are less expensive. I can buy more, etc. But there is a lot to say with Chevron as well, and I feel like a lot of people are looking at this company more as the leader here in this industry, as well as in my comments section. A lot more people have been requesting Chevron than XOM, so I do want to touch base on this company, and I think that this is a great opportunity to show you how I would set up a stock trading chart or for technical analysis purposes, like what I do show here on the channel. So right now you can see that in the past I had a previous resistance and support level selected. This is where the stock usually basically trades either in the upwards direction or it comes back downwards, and you can see that it has historically held up between around $84.95 here since last March. But now we did see a breakout above that level, and a lot of people were probably wondering, well, where's the next level that we should watch? What should we keep an eye out for? So for that, I usually look at the tops and bottoms of the trend. Where is there some massive supports or some massive resistance on the chart? And you can see that there really is two levels where this is happening. One here at the bottom, $68 a share. But since I don't really believe that Chevron will be coming back down to this minimum price, we want to look at a top that was recently established, and that's going to be coming back here to June 2020, where you can see we did have a massive pullback around $100 a share. And not only is $100 a share a clear level of resistance here on the chart, but at the same time, this is a mental number in traders' heads that they're going to want to see as a benchmark. If we are above this price, that is very good for most traders, and if we are below, this is going to be great as well. This happens with a lot of companies like Overstock, if you remember back when we were trading that in 2020, or like with Peloton here just this week, we are seeing whether they will break below this $100, $90 mark. So again, guys, there is a lot to talk about with stocks that are near a triple digit number here, a perfect number like 100, and the thing in traders' heads that makes them want to buy more. So again, guys, this is going to be a key level to watch, but the breakout level for this company, Chevron, is going to be more around 106 to 108, and that's going to be here at these highs that we recently established just a few days ago. Now, the reason why I say Chevron is the market leader is not only because they have a higher share price, but at the same time, guys, you can see that the volume is massive, and a lot of the times when there is some moves to the upside or downside, there's a lot larger percentage move on Chevron than there was on XOM. So with Chevron, you can see that we did move from around 100 to 112, which would represent a move of around 10 to 11%. And with XOM, that was a very much smaller move, only around 6 to 7, I think. So again, there is a lot to be played with these bigger name companies and bigger stocks. Even though they are a bigger market cap, they can move substantially when the breakout level is taken here. And you can see from this chart that the breakout level we are watching right now is around 108, 107.50. So please keep an eye on that level if you are trading Chevron. We do have a lot of potential for the upside with both these companies. Ultimately, I'll be trading XOM. But again, guys, if you want to stay updated with all my plays, my trading signals, daily, anything that you want to know about the channel and what I'm trading, make sure you check out the Discord, which is going to be linked down in the description below, guys. Completely free to join and participate in there, guys, so there really isn't any reason not to check it out. But at the same time, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below for more daily content, guys. But as always, I hope all your trades are in the green.